Good day everyone, this is Megari Timothy, your instructor for this tutorial series. This is video 3. Yeah, so let's continue from where we stopped. I would like us to be talking about HTML elements. But before I do that, let me quickly open up our project, what we've been doing before. So it was in this YouTube tutorial Pro 2, which stands for Project 2. Then YouTube Web. Yeah, so I know you're using Notepad, so you just click on it. If you're on Windows, right click, and then you'll see open with Notepad. Select open with Notepad. So I'm going to use open with here, and I'll use text editor. Now, yeah, that's basically it. So it's almost similar with when you're using your Windows. And yes, I guess so. This is where we stopped. So let me run it to my browser, come back, right click, open with Microsoft Edge. On Windows, just double click it, it will open with your default browser. All right, so now come on, why is taking time to load? All right, so here's our results. Let me zoom out, reset, good. So this is the results. So let me just zoom in a little. And this is what we have. So now we're talking about HTML element. What's HTML? HTML elements. What's HTML elements? Yeah. So now HTML is basically the whole HTML section from the start tag to the end tag. What do I mean from start tag to end tag? Now let's look at this title elements. Okay, not okay, element, okay, these elements. But let's look at this title tag, for example. Now you know that this is the opening tag for the title, and then this is the closing tag for the title. It's because of lack of space, it's broken to a new line course, and I think word wrap should be enabled. So this is it. It has come to a new line. Now from this start, the opening tag to the closing tag, this is the title element. This is what the title element, we call this the title element. Now the next element you have, let's look at the H1 element here. So from this H1 opening to the closing H1 tag, this is the H1 element. Are we together? Now remember, this one alone is called a tag. So this is an opening tag for H1. This is a closing tag for H1. Why is this the closing tag? Because of the slash that is down below here. That's why it's called the closing tag. So from an opening tag to a closing tag of the same tag, yeah, of same tag, it's called an element. So from H1 to display, so the whole content in between this opening and closing tag is the element. Please, so I'm not confusing someone. Oh, my tongue today, it's, yeah. So same with this paragraph tag. From this opening paragraph tag to the closing paragraph tag is called the paragraph element. And same with this one. And even the HTML from this opening HTML tag, that's this one from the open HTML tag to the closing. This is called HTML elements, the HTML element. So when I say go to your tag element, I call the tag name and I say go to that tag element and modify. What I mean is modify the content in between the opening and closing tag. But if I say please correct your tag, correct that tag, correct the home tag. The home tag, there's something, it means that the naming of the tag, there's something wrong with it. I don't fit together. So hope that you guys understand the concept of HTML elements. All right, so which will lead us to the next now I'd like to talk about, which is nested elements. What do I mean by nested elements? Now, nested simply means having something inside of something. Yeah, when you probably I don't know if you've watched there's this, I can't remember of this movie I once watched one time, that somebody bought something like I don't know what's name, but all this Chinese kind of jar that once you open it, you stand that small jar inside. You pick down, you open, you see something inside, you open. That's like keep on going and going to reach the smallest, and I don't even know it ends, but yeah, something like that. So what am I saying? What I'm saying here is that nested is having an element instead of another element. So now let's look at it. The HTML element I told you is the root element. That's the first element in your document. Let's ignore this doc type for now. We ignore this doc type element. Now we have the root element, HTML elements. Look at it. It started and it ended. So just like a fence. Then as you enter inside the fence, lo and behold, you stand on that fence again, which is called the head fence. Let us use the word fence to illustrate this. Now you enter build a compound, there's a fence. The moment you enter, you see another gate with another fence. Probably inside that gate, there might be maybe three fences with gates. Yeah, some three fences. Is that English? We're not here to teach English. All right, so let's go. So you might see three fences with three fences, three fences. I don't know. Please, what's the correct one? Please just quickly comment down below. Yeah, we're all here to learn. So you see three fences with three gates. Now, maybe enter one of the gates, you see another fence inside with gate again, or maybe plenty gates and stuff like that. That's nesting. Hope I'm not confusing someone. So now in the HTML elements, we have other elements here. How many elements do we have inside the HTML elements? Let's count. This is the HTML elements. Now, how many elements do we have inside? We have the head elements and then the body elements. You know, we have two other elements inside. Now, inside the head elements, we have another element, which is what the title element. This is what I call the nesting. So from the HTML elements, we entered into the head elements. From the head elements, we went into the title elements. Now, coming to the body elements, once you enter into the body elements, that is the body elements from here to here. You see that we have the H1 elements, and then we have the paragraph element, we have another paragraph element. So this nesting is just like when you open a folder, it's another folder inside, open that folder, it's another folder. That's nested folders. Yes, that's nested folder. So that's just what nesting is all about. Yes. So that's basically it about nested elements. All right, so before I end this video, I would like you to know that please never forget to close your elements. Please don't forget to close, sorry, a tag. When you open a tag, make sure you close the tag. So I'll always advise you, instead of just opening the tag, always open and close it. For example, if you want to create a paragraph tag, let's want to create another paragraph tag in a body tag. What we'll do is you open, you name it paragraph, then you come back and close it. You close the tag before you come to even add the content to it. Are we together? So I think when you do this, it will really be nice. It's like always close your HTML tag. Yes, so please, that's what I advise you to do. But along the line, when we start moving to advanced text editors, there are editors that once you just start typing the text, it automatically close it for you, which will help us. But for now, always remember to always close your tag. Even though there are some tags that even if you don't close them, it's going to function properly. But along the line, trust me, you have some issues. You have some issues. So it's best you always close your tags. Are we together? And again, I would like you to note that HTML is not case sensitive. I repeat, HTML is not case sensitive. So let me quickly illustrate that here by coming here, and I will change this to head using the uppercase. Change this to head. That's I've changed the head element, open and closing tag to uppercase. Change my title to head also. Yep, title. And then change this to title. So remember my text editor, I'll discover some changes that it doesn't recognize and it's behaving the way it's behaving. So I'll change this to body. That's uppercase body. And then lowercase body. I basically want to change every content in this page to uppercase so that we could see and confirm that HTML is not case sensitive. Unlike other programming languages that are case sensitive, when you deal with things like Python, Java, JavaScript, they are actually case sensitive, especially Python. Oh God, Python is very case sensitive. So you need to be very careful. Once you use uppercase, make sure, especially when you go name your variables, you name your variable an uppercase character. Make sure you're calling the variable, call it uppercase character. Don't use lowercase. If not, it won't recognize it. All right, so this. So I'm also changing this HTML to also uppercase. In short, I'll leave one upper and leave one lower. Tell you that it's not case sensitive. So the closing tag is upper. This one is lower, lowercase. So I'm going to save this work. Then we'll go back to our browser and refresh. Let's see what's going to be the output. Yep. All right, refresh. There's no much, the only changes was the last line we added. That's what appeared, but everything seems to be working fine and normal. So please take note, HTML is not case sensitive. All right, so that will be it for this video. Let me quickly revert everything back to the way it's supposed to be, because by convention we're supposed to use lowercase for everything we do. So all right, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. All right, so that's it for this video. We've looked at a quick recap of what we did. We looked at HTML elements, we looked at nested elements, and then we came to confirm that HTML is not case sensitive. And yes, most importantly, always close your tag. So that's it guys for this videos. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this video and share to your friends. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a great day.